teams with Kenshi.
Round one.
It's a very smart pick by Tigers. It's just going to come down to the idea of if he's comfortable enough in this matchup. Beautiful reverse tech and returns with the first hit. Now that buff is into play. Tweedy has to be careful using that bar meter. Very nice blocks. Tigers very on point with his defense starting early here. There you go, gets to take grab, reverses positions here, very smart. Scouts out not only the push, but the EX overhead as well.
And Jason, not with one of the best back dashes in the game, still in range of Tweedy's back one. Jason's entire moveset is, I think, based on forward momentum and forward movement rather than retreating.
Oh, absolutely. That backdash is pretty ugly. I'm just going to be completely honest. Oh, and a back two anti-air circuit out of the air. Still puts that buff into play.
Oh, and just getting out of there. If that would have gone into any of the grounded armored attacks, he would have eaten quite a bit of damage. I mean, chained up command grabs from Jason are almost small BMBs, if not medium-sized BMBs.
God, and look at just the meter that Tweedy's building. There you go, very nice blocks. Now Tigers not only still has a bar to work with, but he's unstoppable. So he's coming back at the end of this
round.
If he does
What an entire stand one!
Gets the walk-up grab. Tweedy has a bar to work with. Will Tigers scout it out? And just goes for the back three. Very smart by Tigers. Saving himself that bar. And we are going to round number 3.
Oh, and overcommits to the back 1-2-2. Savage down 2 though. Hello.
Look at the damage on that down 2 from that damage block. Oh, and a beautiful hit conversion of his own. Tweedy, a never-ending combo, 28%. And he really can't do much about this pressure right now. Down 1 into overheads.
But he's coming back to life.
Here we go. He has to come back. He does not have a choice. Tigers, one last-ditch effort here in match number 1.
And the closeout off the top rope. Tweedy comes off his bar. And that's going to do it. If Tigers would have got a clean hit, he put himself in an okay situation. I say that because the combo would have been a probably back 1-2-2, back 1-2-2, 1-1-1, something. It would have given Tweedy a bar.
There is a new king.
And unless he would have rechained up, he wouldn't have had the armor break. It would have ran out. So it was a tricky situation. He was just in too much of a health deficit to make that Undertaker at WrestleMania comeback that we've seen from the likes of guys like Sonic Fox before, where they just come back to life and you still feel afraid of your life, and one back 1-2-2 later and you die.
Absolutely, especially with that damage buff. You don't need to be relentless to pull out all that damage. But even now, he's going off Jason into Kenjutsu Kenshi.
We're going with the Kenshi mirror, boys. We've seen Kenshi all night. We've seen Kenshi all night, and a little bit more.
But Kenjutsu, again with the obscure variation, the only difference here is that no doubt Tweedy knows how to deal with Kenjutsu. So Tigers is going to really have to be on point. A whiff down 2, not the way to start it. Tweedy getting the first hit. Now teleport pressure is still going to be dangerous here, regardless of the variation that Tigers goes with. Another grab by Tweedy. Oh, and just gets clipped. Tweedy going for as much damage as possible, spending all the resources. Tigers just going to save his bar at this point. And down 3 into the overhead. Tweedy with a extremely lightning fast performance.
Round 2.
Tiger sitting on 3 bars. Kenjutsu can get some massive damage going. And with bar can switch positions. He's got some interesting things that he can do, but he's just getting run over right now by the teleports that exist in Possessed Toolkit. And respecting the mix off the down 4. A good block from Tweedy.
Just goes for the little punish, switching positions. I think it's the right call. He really, the corner pressure is really what he does the best. And you see there, it's the little bits of damage that are happening. Tweedy already up 2-0 on Titaniumtigerzz. Tigers is having a lot of trouble. I think that's to say the least.
Tigers, buddy, you have to come back. You have to bring it to Game 5. You have to keep the streak alive.
We've seen him do it before.
But looking really tough here. Tweedy's playing lights out, and it looked better with Jason just having that ability to make Tweedy think twice about armoring. And yep, going right back to unstoppable.
I think it's a smart move because the idea of the matchup is there. He seemed very comfortable. He just had a lot of trouble really just opening up Tweedy. That's really the biggest thing that it was. Obviously, whiff punishes are very hard on a mid-range character like Possess. But aside from that, he's been really lacking in the tick throw. So maybe if he starts incorporating that, we might see something different here.
Exactly. I was about to bring up that's something that he has to implement if he wants to try to open up Tweedy to complete the Jason package, and that is tick throws. We see it so much from guys like Sonic Fox. Back one tick throw. So effective in that.
Wow.
Back two in the neutral. Hits everywhere. Man just swings to the skies. A double uppercut.
Jason with some of the best pokes in the game, being able to really disrespect pretty much everything. Down three in the choke. Not the tick grab I was thinking, but works nonetheless. Tiger's ready to pull out every last trick in the book. No doubt, if he can even out this life just a little bit, he will come back this round.
Oh, and
no, and he spends the bar.
Oh, very good. Knocks him off that armor, and very
wow.
Good. Throws the 50-50. I mean, there you're fearing the big boot so much. The plus frames, the active frames, the recovery on big boot are disgusting to deal with here in the corner if he doesn't have. And the true tick throw.
I've never seen a down three tick throw in my entire life from a Jason player.
Tigers, and that looked like it was going to drop.
Oh, gets opened up by the back one. Tweedy eating some decent damage here.
And there's the recovery of that big boot. It's so hard to deal with. You can't even press a button if he whiffs. Big conversion. And the tick throw again. One more hit, and that's going to do it. Titaniumtigerzz stays alive here and looking so comfortable. Going back to Jason. If things go his way, wow.
Are we like subliminally coaching Tigers? Like
we are. We're actually we're low key in his DMs.
I think he's listening to the stream and he's like, man, they're right. I'm not putting in any tick grabs, and boom, all of a sudden uses tick grabs and taking game number 3. This is the start of it. This is how miracles happen right now. When you start tightening up on the only loose ends that you had, one more game, we're going to a game 5. If Titaniumtigerzz can keep this up. But on the other hand, Tweedy still playing extremely well. He was scouting out some of those tick grabs, but at the same time, it's hard to stop Jason.
Yep. And now, with that win, Tigers is able to play a little more of a mix-up game because now he has the conditioning of the command grab in the mix. So, you know, tick here, tick throw here, commitment there. You can mix it up.
Oh, and a very narrow miss on the interactable punish there. Titaniumtigerzz has not been able to do anything this round. Going for the breaker, hopefully making something happen. That's looking like that was a massive mistake. And there we go. Definitely not coming back after that. Tweedy on set point now. Tigers, an unfortunate break earlier. Now doesn't have a lot of meter to work with, but a nice tick confirm of his own. Going for the hug to switch positions, and here comes that buff.
Oh, and walks forward into a back one from Tweedy. Tweedy was able to hold on to some good meter going in round number 2, and that is just mental momentum. And Tigers holding all this, and he threw out a back one. He should have armor choked it, do something to get him out of that sky. Jason does possess an air throw as well. Not the greatest, and now he's on full life support.
And he has a lot of work to do, but it can be done.
Oh, this is so scary because he cannot armor break anymore. He has to hold this. Oh my gosh!
No way! No.
This isn't gonna kill.
Not gonna kill.
Oh, not like this!
No.
The meaty wasn't good enough! No! Not like this, ladies and gentlemen.
Believe it, he mistimed the meaty that could have given him the